What could be better than a hearty, warming jaffle on a fresh autumn day at the campsite? This isn't just any jaffle we're talking about. This one is filled with campfire cooked, cowboy style savoury mince.
Okay, so here's our ingredients for our cowboy style savoury mince jaffles.
So what makes them cowboy, Lee?
Loads of hot paprika.
Ooh.
Cowboys love that, and that's quite traditional.
Bit of chilli.
So for this recipe, we need mince. We need some frozen veggies, which are nicely defrosting for us, a capsicum, onion, garlic, gravox, that's my secret ingredient, a tin of tomatoes, chopped diced, whatever you like, paprika as we mentioned, and some oregano leaves. And that is about it. Okay, let's get going. Here we go. Onion, capsicum now chopped, garlic ready to add, everything's open. So now we're ready to go over to the fire and let's get cooking.
Sounds good.
Right, first off, we are going to quickly soften the capsicum and the onion.
Oh, smells amazing.
That pan's a little bit hotter than what I'd probably like it, but that's okay. I was going to wait a little bit to add the mince, but because it's hot, I might just add the mince now. And that can all cook down together. And I've got smoke in my eyes again. So basically we're just browning the mince and softening the onion and capsicum.
Well, it's a good idea to throw the mince in. That cooled the pan down, didn't it?
It did, yep, cooled it a little bit. Mince is browning really nicely. Let's try and break it up a little bit more. This is going to make some nice jaffles. Okay, righto, now I'm going to add the chopped garlic while that mince finishes off browning.
Gotta love a bit of garlic. So why do you add it later, Lee?
Well, the garlic tends to burn fairly quickly, so you don't want to put it in right at the start with your other ingredients because it's just not very tasty when it's burnt.
Fair enough.
Okay, mince is almost browned. Now I'm going to take that out this time because that gets very hot. Now I'm going to add some spices. So we've got oregano, a couple of teaspoons of that. Now we have some sweet smoked paprika. Probably about a teaspoon or so of that.
A lee spoon?
A lee spoon, yep, that's it. And for our cowboy ingredient, we have the hot smoked. Don't hold back on this one. It's not called hot smoked, is it? It's just hot.
Hot smoked?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so look at that.
Really?
Yep.
I think that's going to burn twice, Lee.
I think that'll be delicious. They've got to have a bit of kick. Okay, now my secret ingredient, some gravox. So some people would add, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons. So some people would add a beef stock cube, but I find the gravox serves 2 purposes. It thickens as well as adds a really nice flavour. You mix that in a little just to get it evenly spread. That is a good ingredient to use for something like this. We don't want runny jaffles. Now, my tin of tomatoes, where'd they go? Now we'll add the can of tomatoes. These are crushed tomatoes, but honestly, you can use diced or chopped, whatever you can get.
It's looking good.
It looks good, it smells delicious. Okay, I'm going to add probably half a cup or so of passata. And that'll just add a little bit more liquid and richness to the dish. So that's looking pretty thick already. Now, if you find your mixture is too thick, you can water it down a little bit as you go. That is looking fantastic. Okay, now we will add in our chopped vegetables. And I'll just add a little bit of salt and pepper now at the end. Mix that through. These are going to be delicious jaffles, I think.
I think so.
They're going to be a bit spicy. That's a really nice thick mixture. I think it's because the pan was quite hot. Might just stir it for a couple more minutes and let it gently simmer, and then we'll let it cool off. I'm going to have a taste. Spicy. It's good.
It's good.
Yeah, just what you need when you're camping. Yeah, that's cooked beautifully. I reckon that would take twice as long at home to cook.
Yep.
And it's just got a nice thickness, that mixture. Yeah, I think that is good to go.
So we come to the business end of making jaffles, and I've always wanted to ask the question, which one? A round one or a square one? I grew up with these round ones. They disappeared off the face of the earth, and we got them replaced by these square things, which I never really warmed to. But
No.
let's just see. We're going to cook a bit of both, and maybe you can tell us what you think. Round or square?
Definitely round, I reckon.
Yeah, I think round is great. So, pretty simple. We've got some pre-buttered bread. It's just a matter of popping them in there. Don't overpack the jaffle. But this mixture is so good. Lee's done a great job of this. It's not overly runny. We used to make our jaffles with Kraft braised steak and onions, and the number of third-degree burns that we've suffered from that because it was so runny. Anyway, over the top. Oops. Sorry about that, folks. The convenient separator is inconveniently separated. There we go. And over. And we'll close them over. And then I like to trim the excess off. If you've got a little dog around, could come in quite handy. That's one to go.
I actually like the crunchy corners,
Do you?
but not if they're black in the fire.
Yeah, which is normally how they end up, eh? Ooh. Okay, now we'll do a squarey. Really important that they're well buttered. If they're not, they're going to stick and cause you all sorts of grief. I'm thinking with these ones maybe 2.5 tablespoons. I tend to push the bread down a little bit so it catches the edge. There we go. Number 2's ready. I've just shoved 2 of these in the coals, and we'll let it go for a few minutes and see how they go. We've got a couple of marauders here, folks.
Okay, check these little guys out here. Joe's cut all the corners off the bread, and these cheeky little guys have decided to come in and help themselves. I think they must be used to campers here giving them a few little handouts. Yeah, I'm watching you, you cheeky little bird. Don't you eat our... Oh, no! They're after our mince. I thought they were taking the bread. No, you're not going to come back and have our mince. No, no, no.
So our fire lighting skills was an abject failure. We didn't have enough heat to cook these things. So this is a great thing about jaffles. You can finish them off on your gas stove. And these little puppies are coming along. Whoa, that one's coming along too good. Let me flip this one over. Not too bad. That side's got to go a little bit more. Okay, who's getting the black one, I wonder?
No, that's okay. We can share it,
That's
Joe.
all right. It's all right. Yep. Right. Well, here we are, about to sit down and enjoy our jaffles. Lee made a fantastic job of the Cowboy Savoury Mince. Absolutely awesome. The actual jaffle making left a little bit to be desired. We had some fire issues, had to finish them up on the gas stove, but hey, we saved them, they recovered, and I think they're going to be pretty good to eat.
And if you would like a copy of the Cowboy Savoury Mince recipe, we'll have a link in our description which will send you to our website so you can grab a downloadable printable sheet there. And thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Give us a like, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.
See you later, folks.